Hello my beautiful babies, welcome back again to my channel. And if this is your first time here, hello, how's it going? My name is Joe Gomez and I am mostly a self-taught makeup artist. In this channel, we love everything that has to do with beauty, makeup, skincare, and occasionally I'm gonna be giving you a little bit of a hair situation. We're also gonna be doing something with fashion, but that's gonna happen later on, honey. So welcome everyone to our channel, a safe community for all beauty lovers, makeup addicts just like me, to have a lot of fun, to learn new tips, new techniques. Remember that the main goal of my channel is always to empower you to step up your beauty and makeup routine to look even more beautiful than what you already are, my beautiful baby. Without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. And for today's video, my beautiful babies, we have the third episode of my anticipated series, my highly requested series
by me so far,
Glow Glam or Go Home, the third episode. I'm super happy about that, my beautiful babies, because in this episode I'm gonna teach you how to create the perfect halo eye. We're gonna be using really high-end and luxury products, but as usual we're gonna match them with other things that I already have in my collection that are affordable, drugstore. You know that in this channel we love to mix in all price ranges. So if you're interested about learning how to create a beautiful, sultry, sexy, glowy, and divine halo eye, just keep watching. Alright my beautiful babes, so as you can see, my foundation is already applied, contour, and I'm cleaning my contour a little bit on the sides. My brows are done, already primed my eyes using my trusty and beloved Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion, the anti-aging version, because honey, we don't want any wrinkles over here. Now we're gonna move to application. Today I was really thinking and vibing about what kind of color scheme do I want to go for, and the first color that came into my mind
was red.
So I know that I want to be playing with two palettes that you haven't seen in a while in my channel. These are very special palettes for me. One was a gift and the other was a purchase that I bought myself, and is this Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity by Mcgrath Labs. This was limited edition, but rumor has it that in some locations and places you can still get it. This is a very nice palette, such a gorgeous color scheme, lots of shimmers, lots of metallics, really foiled eyeshadows, but today I really want to be playing with this one over here and also the red one. So I'm gonna be playing with Major Mahogany. Saturnalia is this beautiful red over here, and then also we're gonna be pulling my heavy gun, and this is the Mcgrath Mothership 5. Oh my god, she's so dirty and I just clean it. The downside about this packaging, my beautiful babes, this piano black, is that you have to clean it a ton. Such a gorgeous palette as well. And in this one we're gonna be using this beautiful red over here, also browns over there, and a little bit of the special shadows. The VR, I don't remember the shade names right now because I can find the card. Enough of me rambling as usual, ready for business. And let me tell you something, whenever we create halo eyes, we really want to have a pop of foiled, shimmery, metallic glitter, really intense. Maybe we're gonna go for glitter, I don't know, I'm still debating on that. I don't know if I'm gonna be going with the glitter or not, but I was telling you, first thing you want to do when creating a beautiful, gorgeous halo eye is to have a lot of depth on the inner corner, both the inner corner and the outer corner as well. Then you can also do the same technique on the lower lash line to really have a lot of depth and intensity, and it looks super dark. And then you're gonna have this gradient effect that instead of going like this, like sort of a sunset eye, is just gonna be closing, and the only part where you're gonna have a lot of light hitting your eyeball is gonna be the center of the lid. You can cut your crease, you can create a mini cut to really define that area, or you can just apply the metallic or the glitter. There are many different techniques to do this very quickly, or you can do it a little bit more professionally. So today for the Glow Glam or Go Home episode 3, we're gonna be dissecting the steps, and we're gonna be going a little bit more glam than usual. And I only want to work with these two palettes because remember that in this channel we love to revisit products, we love to go for products that we already bought, that you may already have in your collection, and that's gonna help you to create something super nice, you know? I'm gonna be doing this sort of weird grungy combination where I'm gonna be going with this shade first all over our lid, sort of like a transition shade. Then I'm gonna be moving with the Mothership Mega with that major mahogany shade, and then I'm gonna intensify both inner and outer corner using this one. And on the center of the lid, I don't know if I'm gonna be applying this one, the other red one, the Saturnalia one, or a combination of both. We will see how things go. And I have to tell you right from the start, this is not being rude by any means. I do love Mcgrath's eyeshadows and the formula, especially of the foiled shades, metallics, the shimmer. She has very interesting formulas, but I just find this matte on this palette, after playing with it for quite a while, for a few months, for almost 4 months, these mattes are dry. I don't know why, but they're dry. They do blend and they blend beautifully, but you do have to work a little bit extra hard. Whilst in this one, my beautiful babes, the mattes are a little bit better quality. I don't know why. The formula was improved, I think, especially on the one we're gonna be using. Oh, don't mind my nails. I was playing with my niece, and then, you know, niece, nail polish, and aunties.
That's what happens on Sunday.
So,
By the way,
what do you think about coloring my nails? Is it a
no.
Either way, I'm gonna be doing it very soon, but I just want to hear your thoughts and maybe color suggestions, so leave it in the comment sections down below. Like I was saying, my beautiful babes, this one is a little bit drier as well, but this one is super creamy. I don't know what is it. It's just interesting. Just by the look of the shadows, you can tell. This one also, this is Venomous Void, and this is very interesting as well. This one is very creamy. I don't know, maybe there was some improvement on the formula, and that's just what happened. Then I'm gonna start with the shade over here. This is a very neutral brown, and I'm gonna be applying that one as a transition shade with this Jacqueline Hill X Morphe, and this is the JH30. I'm gonna be working one eye on camera, the other eye off camera, so that I can speed up the process. And I am gently depositing this shadow in windshield wiping motions all over my crease. This is what I told you already. You need to apply a little bit more with the shadows, and also the color is like a little bit, I don't know, there's something about this Mcgrath's eyeshadows, especially the mattes, that is just a little bit weird to me, my beautiful babes. Not that it's a bad eyeshadow at all by any means, but I just noticed that it applies kind of weird, and also the colors translate different than the color you see on the pen, so it's a little bit of a situation. I'm gonna be pulling the eyeshadows out because I want to have this cat-eye effect. I love to work with very affordable makeup and then high-end. Mainly, you're gonna be concentrating the pigmentation both on the outer corner, just like this, to see how light the pressure with which I'm grabbing my eyeshadow brush is just super light. I just want to have a lot of movement to just go with the flow to really blend these shades beautifully. I'm gonna go on the inner corner as well one more time. See, this color is building super nicely, and once you apply it on the lid, it's kind of weird because you can see the butteriness on the shadows, but on the actual painting, when you swatch them,
They feel a little bit dry.
so I'm not gonna lie about that. But as you can see, my beautiful babes, I'm not doing anything on the center of my lid. If anything, just a very gentle wash of color with whatever is left on this brush, but mainly concentrating the pigmentation on the outer and inner corner. I don't know if I want to go one more time over here. This look is gonna be dramatic, baby. Remember, just like me. And I don't mind if I drag it all the way to my temple. I kind of want to, you know? I'm kind of in the mood to play. I miss to sit here and just film. It's just something that I really love doing, my beautiful babes. And I want you to know that every single time. I'm very chatty today, as you can see. So, baby, it's happening. Now I'm gonna go with something a little bit more precise to blend. And I love
love.
and adore to do halo eyes because I find them so flattering for my eye shape. I don't know what is it about them that every single time that I do a halo eye, I think it complements my eye shape beautifully. Just feels super sultry and sexy, and I don't know, I just like it. So the first shade is already applied. It's time to move on with the other one with this Oriflame Sweeten brush. This one over here, this is the E01. I'm gonna be switching palettes for the first time. I'm gonna be going with the Mothership Mega, going with Major Mahogany, this beautiful chocolate brown over here. This is by far the warmest, richest, most pigmented brown shade that I have. Just love this one, my beautiful babes. It's just so gorgeous. And this palette and this mirror, I love it. If anything, quality wise, I mean, this is not very Pat Mcgrath, and this wasn't cheap, nor was it super expensive, but I was expecting a little bit more, not gonna lie about that. So let's just hit it, girl, and I'm gonna be concentrating this color over here. Ooh,
Pigmentation.
I mean, can you see that? This is the best brown in my entire collection when I want something super pigmented, but at the same time I want something that blends like a dream, that is super easy to build. I just go for this one because it's just that shade. I'm gonna hit it one more time on the pen, dun dun dun, tapping off the excess just like that, but I don't want to tap off the entire excess because I still want to have a little bit of pigment, and I'm gonna be hitting my inner corner. You can do this with any palette, any shades, any colors you like, my beautiful babe. You can do this with black, you can do this with green, you can do this with blue, with yellows, with oranges. Any color on the rainbow is gonna look super beautiful on this type of looks. Right now I'm starting to diffuse, and then with whatever is left, remember I'm gonna start sort of like framing where I want the halo to begins. It's never gonna be enough blending when it comes to makeup. It's only gonna help to make your makeup look even more perfect. And I'm gonna go a second time over here. By the shape of my eye, it always happens to me that when I pull things out, there's this space over here that is my bone that gets in the way for me to drag it, and it looks a little bit crooked. I don't love that. That's why I do have to finesse things a little bit more, my beautiful babes, but we're getting there. Let me just go back to the other one. No product on the brush, just gonna blend the edges. I always go a little bit down, a little bit more, just so that I can connect the shadow over here. Nothing major, nothing concerning, just over there. And I'm gonna be intensifying it even more, but I'm gonna need a more precise brush to be able to do that. Let's intensify just the tiniest little bit more over here, pulling it in and just dragging my brush to create that very nice intensity. And then I'm gonna be going upwards in lighter motions, tilting my head a little bit backwards. So gorgeous. Just doing the same. Remember, you're gonna be trying to create a rounder shape on your eye. Then go back again to your clean brush and just mix everything so that it looks super smooth. It's not pouring, but it's definitely raining a lot. What about in your hometown, in your countries? Is it raining a lot? I'm really vibing with this look. Now I'm gonna go with my favorite brush, and I just can't believe it. At the beginning, my babes,
I used to hate this brush so much
because it was super stiff. Once I started to use it a ton, it got super soft, so good to blend, and this is part of a collection from Revlon.
Such great brush.
This is really good. Now I'm gonna go back again with my Brown Seduction palette, and I'm gonna go with this shade over here. I'm so sorry, I don't have the card to tell you the names. This one is super pigmented, looks like plum, and I just want to see if this one could give me, oh yeah, yeah, it's just giving me what I wanted to, which is the appearance of a black shadow. Looks so intense on the crease, on the outer V of my eye, but it's not black. I knew that when I applied this one and I intensified it a ton, it was gonna look sort of like a black. As you can see, I have all of the depth over there. Now I'm gonna build the same depth over here, grabbing a little bit more, tapping out the excess and just hitting it here. But it's so interesting because when I look up close, it actually looks like really plum and gorgeous. Such a good shade. And then with whatever is left, remember framing, going over the edges. The final step of what I like to do, as you can see, it looks super intense, dramatic, for the win. Do not worry about this little bit of staining here because I'm gonna be applying a highlighter anyway, so I don't mind too much about that. Go back to the brush that I was working at the beginning. Grab a little bit more of the first shade, the transition one, just very lightly, grabbing a little bit of product, tapping out the excess and going back again. Make everything to look a little bit more seamless, nothing harsh, and just pulling it outwards. So beautiful. And voila, we have the intensity right where we want it. Now what I need to do is work on the lower lash line, but I'm gonna be applying a little bit of powder, changing my battery because it's about to die. Alright my babes, I know that right now I look a little bit scary, like super powdery, but I wanted to clean my contour on my nose a little bit, and I also wanted to protect my under eye area because I'm gonna be applying a lot of dark shadows, so I don't want it to smudge or just to have any fallout on my lower lash line, so no. What I want to do now, my beautiful babes, is just to go with this Jaclyn Hill X Morphe JH53 on my lower lash line. As you can see, I already progressed and started to work on my other eye, so I'm gonna go with the first shade we used from the Mothership 5 with this fluffy packer but at the same time blending brush. This is a very interesting one, and I'm gonna be applying this one all over my lower lash line, concentrating the product a little bit on the sides as well. Then with a pencil brush, I'm gonna be grabbing the darkest brown, could be from this palette. Let's just switch it a little bit. So let's use this one. So I'm gonna be applying it with this Jaclyn Hill X Morphe. This is my beloved JH39. Tapping out the excess, applying it right on the outer edge. I'm just really torn about these eyeshadows because once you apply them on the actual eye, they just look gorge. A little bit more, do not be timid. We're gonna be blending this out, so do not worry. It's gonna look a little bit harsh at the beginning, but trust me, then it's gonna look just super cool. Oh yeah, so far so good, baby. Now we're gonna go with Jaclyn Hill X Morphe JH43. I love this brush so much. We've talked about this one before. This is a very interesting packer smudger brush for the lower lash line, and also to line your lids, anything you want to do. And I'm gonna be grabbing a little bit of the darkest one, this plum shade over here, and I'm gonna be stamping that one and smudging it right on top of the darkest brown. You have the same gradients, the same effect. Remember, only on the inner corner and also on the outer corner. Wow. This is exactly what's gonna give me the very nice halo eye. With a clean brush, I'm gonna be grabbing this Sephora Collection 1. This is a blender brush. Gorgeous brush, I really like this one, and I'm gonna be grabbing a little bit of the lightest brown, and I'm just gonna be going underneath to create this very nice blown out, sultry, really smoked out effect. And then with whatever is left, I'm gonna be connecting and dragging it up just like that. But I have a tiny space over there that we're gonna be filling in with this gorgeous red shade. And that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing next, my beautiful babies. But I do wanna cut my crease. I'm gonna be using my Oriflame Sweeten brush. You know that I love to use this one to cut my crease and also clean my eyebrows, and a little bit of the Anastasia eye primer. I want you to see how small the amount is. It's less than a chickpea. Grabbing the product, and I'm gonna be creating a circle here right on my crease, because here I really want to have, I'm gonna be applying a little bit here, and then you can close, then you will have a very nice line, like a very thin line, and that is exactly where you need to cut your crease, creating a semicircle just like that. Then all you have to do is just fill it in. There we go. Super nice. We're gonna be letting this dry. I'm also gonna be applying a little bit on my lower lash line to really have the complete effect. Letting this dry. Then, baby, I'm gonna be applying.
Oh, my hair is now a mess.
I have such frizzy hair, my beautiful babes, every single time that I wash it. I don't know why. If you have any product tips that you can recommend this haul to avoid frizz, I would highly appreciate that, my beautiful babes. I'm gonna make a combination of these two red shades. I'm gonna be using a synthetic packer brush. You've seen it a couple of times here, JH49. I'm gonna be spritzing my brush, going with this red shade first from the Mcgrath one. I'm coating my brush, and then I'm gonna be hitting the parts where I cut my crease. With this type of shadows, it's always better to drag the product across the lid instead of just pressing it. If I would be using my finger, yeah, it would be better to just pack it. So I find it to be a little bit more helpful when I just drag the brush all across my lid. Be careful not to lose the shape that I already created. I love when halo eyes start from being a little bit broader and then they get a little bit thinner all the way to your lash line. I think it looks super good. I'm gonna be going on my lower lash line, doing exactly the same. Wow, yeah, this is what I wanted. Just for fun, I want to press on top this other one, Saturnalia. This one over here is a little bit more reflective. It has a lot of particles. I'm a little bit scared because I don't want to ruin this beautiful halo, but I mean, we're here. Let's just do it. And I'm mainly gonna be packing it on the center of the lid just to have a little bit of some. Yeah. Also underneath, take a look at this shade. It's just beautiful. Let me just retouch the edges with a little bit more. Now I'm gonna grab my eyeshadow brush from Revlon, and I'm gonna be going with the tiniest little bit of this plum shade over here to really mix these colors, to blend them in, to have something super nice going on. A little bit more. Just on the edges to diffuse the pigment a little bit, just like that. What do you think? What you can do now, go over with your blending brush, back again, a little bit of the first transition shade, and just go very lightly underneath to mix everything in. I'm not doing this. I'm going sort of like underneath to make everything look super nice. What I'm gonna do now before I apply my lashes is highlight my brow bone using a Mcgrath special shadow. Like I told you at the beginning, I'm gonna be going with this Jacqueline Hill X Morphe JH42. This looks like the tongue of a cat. This one over here is super thin, and I'm gonna be spritzing it. Which one do you like better? For my brow bone, I'm gonna go with this one. This is like a little bit more demure. This is sort of like champagne, still so pretty and reflective. On my inner corner, I'm gonna go with the frostiest one. This looks like pure glitter. Oh my babes, the shadow is just so reflective and special here on the highest point of my brow. Yeah, this is a very dark sort of like vampire Pat McGrath look. I'm feeling it. The only thing that I'm gonna do, well, first of all, is remove this crazy bake over here, finish the other eye, apply coat of mascara, a nice pair of lashes, and I'll be back for the final reveal of this look. Glow Glam or Go Home episode 3, baby. The Halo Eye edition. What do you think about the final result of this gorgeous red halo eye? Super dramatic, super glam, but remember, this is Glow Glam or Go Home. What were you expecting? This is how we reached the end of the 3rd episode of this series that I love with all my heart, Glow Glam or Go Home. I love this series so much because it expresses my love for makeup, my technique, my style of makeup to perfection. I just love glam makeup, really bold lashes, really smoky eye, bold colors, intensity, strong lip, very clean, nice, flawless complexion. This is just what I like. My glow, everything chiseled, everything really model-esque, everything really Tom Ford ad. This is the kind of makeup that I love, and this series really allows me to do it. Also on my days, you know, when I want to look super whimsical, super innocent, super demurred. Today wasn't the case, baby. Today I was feeling really daring and really playful. So I wanted to teach you this technique, and you know that in this channel we love to mix, we love to add a little bit of everything, different styles of makeup for you to replicate and for you to feel identify. Maybe this is not gonna be the makeup you're gonna be showing up to work or to the office, baby, or to the university, but what about for prom? We have proms coming soon for the summer, also for a wedding at night, a special date, if you want to surprise your man, your girl, everyone out there. This is gonna be the look that's gonna help you to achieve it. So I just hope you enjoyed this one, you appreciate it. Please follow me on other social media where you can find me as Joe Gomez Beauty on TikTok and Instagram, and on Twitter you can find me as Joe Gomez Beauty 1, the one and only, baby. Remember that every single week I'm gonna be bringing you content like clockwork, so make sure you activate that notification bell so every single time that I will be uploading a new video, Mr. YouTube in charge will send you a notification that I've done so. Last but not least, thank you so much for watching. Tight hugs, a lot of kisses, my beautiful baby, and don't forget that you and I have a date very soon. Bye, my beautiful babies. Have a nice one. Oh, hello, my beautiful babies. We continue with the beauty. Before we continue with the beauty. Before we continue with the beauty.
What the hell?
Before we continue with the beauty. I'm so pumped up. I need to drink something. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Amino acids, hi! Mostly because, I just received a YouTube comment right now. I wanna cry.
Okay.
Follow me on my other, so don't forget to also. I'm so pumped up. Close to the lip like, The application. Oh, I almost dropped my camera. I'm excited. Again. I love to have a lot of hair. I feel just like J-Lo. I'm just singing out loud.
I love J-Lo so much.
Urban Decay all-nighter? No.
I don't know, where did I put my mirror?
Wait. Ooh, 7 years without.
No, it didn't break.
Ooh, yeah, that powder.